Now pour the tea. So welcome to the 5th episode of Tales of a Not So Great Partner. Okay, so for the next few episodes, they're mainly going to be talking about red flags, not really specifically manipulation tactics, but more just red flags that kind of were red flags to me. Not sure if other people will see them as red flags, but I saw them as red flags, so bear with me. Okay, so the first one that came up was one-sided conversations. Yes, and that red flag came across on the first date. Should the red flags have just been dinging? Yes, but we love someone who's like, I can fix him. Yeah, no. In the wise words of J. Cole, he don't want to be saved. And sometimes it's okay to have to, come to terms with that. One-sided conversation. So what I mean by that is if your partner or whomever you're talking to is just talking about themselves and is basically using talking to you as like a venting session of just their life or their hobbies, or like, I guess, talking about their hobbies and talking about themselves, and they don't ask questions about you or want to get to know about your day or want to get to know about your likes and dislikes or want to be able to support you when you're venting, red flag. Yeah, not good. And then also with like the discipline that I decided to like work towards and study into and all that. So like the mental health field, like I'm already automatically someone that listens. So it's kind of like a natural place that I'm good at, where it's just like, like hearing someone, seeing them for who they are, like making them feel, again, seen and heard. And so what I realized was in a lot of relationships, like I would give that to someone, but that wouldn't be reciprocated. I started to realize, I was like, oh, that's kind of a red flag. Yeah, and then there was this one salient time when like I was with my ex-partner, and for like an hour and a half, he just talked about his hobbies, or I don't even remember what it was, because I honestly zoned out. Like I was genuinely so annoyed. And while he was talking, I remember the internal dialogue I had in my head was just, oh my god, can this man just shut the fuck up? like oh my god, like, do you just like hearing yourself talk? I felt terrible that I felt that way. I was like, okay, I need to reflect on why I'm feeling this way. And I was just like, kind of like, put the brakes on, buddy. Like, what's going on here? Like, that's not very nice. That was a red flag. But I self-gaslit myself. I was just like, he just likes, like he wants someone to listen. He most likely had a really difficult childhood, didn't have people to be there for him, yada, yada, yada. We don't like self-gaslighting, all right? Don't do that. What I realized is when you're in a very one-sided relationship, you almost take on this parental role. And I realized I had to like do a lot of self-reflecting for myself. And I was just like, I did that a lot growing up. And I'm like, do I want to continue doing that in romantic relationships? And I was like, no. If I wanted a child, I would have shit one out. That's the beauty of it, of being a woman for myself. And I was just like, no. And so that's kind of also why I'm glad like he broke up with me, because I'm like, I really saw things clearly. Amen. Because the relationship was one-sided, I wasn't emotionally fulfilled in the relationship, because like, again, it was just listening to him talk. Like, it was like, it's like he has someone who's like, oh my god, like, yeah, like, tell me more, who's like curious and really compassionate, really attentive. While for me, I just have someone that's just like there. Like, yeah, we hold hands, but that's it. And so it was just like, it was below the bare minimum. And I was like, never again. Never again. So yeah, so that's kind of a red flag that came across for me, that I realized that I was not going to put up with in any part of my life, whether it was like friendships or romantic relationships or just like anything like that. I was like, I'm not doing it. It's just like, there's no point. I'm getting older, and it's just like, why? Like, what's the point? Know your thoughts. Maybe I'm overthinking. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it. Who knows? But yeah, let me know. But yeah, thank you so much for your time. I very much appreciate it. Until the next one. Cheers. Bye.